let's see what your person feels but hasn't ever said. I pretend I don't care, but I see you in my dreams. I erased every trace of you except in my mind. Some things aren't about you not being good enough, they're just not right for you. We have, life isn't a test, there are no right answers. And we have, you've always known the truth, you just refuse to see it. Okay, let's have a look. So there's clearly someone who can't stop thinking about you here. They've possibly blocked you, or you've blocked them. They've deleted messages that you both sent to each other, or pictures, but the thought of you just plays and plays, possibly why they're dreaming about you. Someone could be a painter here, or work in retail. Music could be significant. Writing, if you're a writer. Okay, what's the story? What happened here? Aquarius, Gemini energy here. Trust issues within a connection. This person possibly wasn't prioritizing your connection, juggling a lot of things. They wanted success, but because of the imbalance within this connection, it was all a bit stuck. It wasn't moving as you wanted it to move. You were just stuck in the same place. There was no progression here. How is my viewer's person thinking about my person, and what are their feelings here? Pisces energy. So yeah, like I say, they've erased everything apart from the memory of you. They know that they're how do I say, they didn't take action. They didn't show you that they could make that decision when it came to you. Maybe they made you feel like a choice here. But what you don't see is this person does care about you. That's what you're not seeing. Because possibly if you've still got access to seeing them online and they're smiling and they're enjoying life, actually this is saying that you don't see them when they're at home, when they're thinking about you at night time, when they're replaying the fact that they let you down, which is why they've lost out here. they were unable to move this connection forward because of everything else that was going on. What was they juggling with? Yeah, imbalance. So they know there wasn't a balance within this connection. Possibly a bit of an avoidant as well. Maybe there was a lot of people getting in their ear about this connection. Family, friends, negative people, which was keeping them stuck in the mind about you two, which was causing them not to be able to make a decision when it came to your connection. I find that quite a weak trait personally, that someone could have that much influence over someone else's decisions. I find it quite sad, because this person now has lost out on you, who they clearly want, because of someone else's opinion. Well, that's weak. To me, that's weak. But that's just my personal view on that situation. Some things aren't about you not being good enough. They're just not right for you. Clarify. I think within this connection, it taught you a lot about yourself and what you want from a connection. You knew that the lack of progress within this wasn't working for you. Although you was putting in the effort from your end, it wasn't right. It just wasn't working. It takes two people to make an effort for a connection to work, and this person wasn't doing that because they weren't deciding on you. They weren't choosing you fully. Yeah, so in the end you walked away. I think you possibly walked away from this because you knew it wasn't right. Maybe you're debating on that now? Or you feel that this was some sort of test for you with this person, so you could learn more about yourself and what your needs were. Maybe that's something you've ignored in the past. Oh, there's far too many there. Yeah, I think the test was for you to stop overgiving in situations. Stop overgiving to things that aren't giving back to you in return. You're a very generous person. Maybe your language of love is to give gifts, and not because you want anything in return, but that's just how you are. So maybe you did overgive in this connection. I think this person found that a little bit strange. They're not used to someone pouring into them as you did. Maybe they saw that as a bit of a red flag, even though I don't think that was your intention here. You didn't do it out of because you were manipulating this person. You did it because you cared. What have we always known? What have we always known? You've always known that you've been quite quick to jump in with relationships, which then causes you unnecessary stress. Maybe you just give too soon, but it's out of a good place in your heart. You know what you want out of life, and that's not a bad thing. It's just to other people in a connection, it could come across as being a little bit love bomby, potentially. But that's not how you meant that to be. But this person is definitely thinking about you. The imbalance within this connection. Maybe you did overgive, but it's not, this person's not seeing that as a red flag anymore. If they did, they're seeing that as, I should have given more to this. I shouldn't have let other people get involved. They should have listened to their own gut when it came to you, not other people's. This person is going to come in and take action. So you are going to have a choice to make when this person comes back in. And they're going to come back in quick once they have made up their mind. They might have been indecisive in the past, but once they decide, and this is showing that they are going to choose you, they're not going to delay that action anymore. They're going to come rushing in. Yeah, it's gonna bring back, you know, some hope and some faith that you didn't make this connection up, that it was real. You've doubted that along this journey. You've doubted that. I think you feel like maybe you made it up. Anything else in the future? Anything else in the future here? Try not to doubt this connection. You're going to have to leave. If you're going to give this another go, you're going to have to leave the past in the past, because otherwise you're just going to be repeating the old wounds. Know your worth. Try not to be stubborn. Think about what it is you want and then go for it. Just to clarify a little bit more on this person and you. It caused you a lot of heartbreak. You don't want to repeat the same cycle with this person, and I get that. That's probably why it's saying there, try not to overthink. If you're going to start afresh, it has to be afresh. It can't be with the past energy interfering. You have wished for this person to return to you. It's about trusting. It's about trusting your choice when it comes to this. And whether that's to say, no, I've learnt my lesson, I'm moving forward, or whether this is being able to put all of that to one side and moving forward. But I do believe that this is something that you want and you've wished for. You've asked for this to come back, because I think every time this person's been thinking about you, I think you've been thinking about them as well. You've been manifesting each other. you have to believe that this is coming back in for you for it to work. Your self-doubt and your vulnerability to this is blocking this connection currently. Yeah, make sure you keep those boundaries up when it comes to this person. Try not to give so much. I know it's hard when that's your love language, but let this person step up for you as well. You don't have to carry the whole connection on your own. I think you've reflected on this in this period of your alone time. You have gained some clarity on this, where you went wrong as well. And currently, yeah, you feel that distance with this person, but you both thinking about each other, you're both realising where you both went wrong within this connection. And I think once this person makes that first step towards you, all it is about is putting that to bed and moving forward with this fresh energy and this new perspective on what's gone on in the past between you both. But it does look like it's going to be successful if you can both kind of come to that kind of compromise. So yeah, it's going to be beautiful. And like I say, you've wished for this. You've wanted this person to return to you, and they're going to. Quickly. It's going to be soon. Say in the next 2 weeks. Okay? Bye.